Hello, welcome back to the channel on this update on my Black Legion army, which I'm creating just a month or two ahead of the 9th edition Codex release. If you watched the earlier video, you'll know that I had collected a couple of box sets, but mostly eBay rescues and finds in order to create this army, and it's divided up into a number of companies, which I will set out on this table one at a time. This is Abaddon's company, and you'll see that there's quite a few other HQ options there. If you, I'm not sure what they're called, Dark Tech Priest, another Captain stroke Hero, Master of Executions, Sorcerer, and Dark Apostle, with, hangers on. I think since last time they've all been properly based and painted, a little bit more paint on them. They're kind of battle ready. They'll do for when the Codex drops. I think the other thing that's different is there's going to be a lot more of the support units that do form the basis of another video on my channel, but I found a few eBay bargains of vehicles and what have you. But for now, those two, which are a Land Raider and a Predator, we'll say are attached to Abaddon's company. And yeah, that's the first company on the table, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, here we are with the second company from the Black Legion, which is Lord Kraken's company. He's accompanied by somebody, Will Eater Beater something, can't remember his name, but he's the effectively the Warp Talon character. And then there's I think he's a priest or a magic user, can't remember. It's ages since I created and dug this army out and organised the fluff and what have you. But with the 9th edition Codex about to drop, I better get up to speed with them pretty sharpish. But the second company, you see the units there, and again, what I might have mentioned in the first video, that each of these companies is roughly going to be a 2,000 point army in its own right. With all the extra support units that I've been able to pick up, that'll be give me lots of flexibility and should be entirely doable. Some of these are miniatures that I've had myself for a while, and a fair few of them are, as I've said, eBay finds. But yeah, in my fluff, then each company follows roughly similar to Loyal Space Marines chapter company, with tactical squads, assault squads, and devastator squads. And yeah, I think the difference between this second company is that third squad there is chosen, and then we've got possessed, and then Warp Talons and Greater Possessed, which I believe are not going to be a thing in the 9th edition. So might have to acquire another model if the minimum unit size is 3 for possessed, but I've got a squad of 10 there, but because those are possessed and those are greater possessed, yeah, I'll have to see how that plays out in the next codex. But yeah, the you know, combined 4,000 points ish of straightforward Black Legion, and what we have assembled here. So with no further ado, I'll get out the next company. Okay, here we are back with the Sons of the Cyclops, which are my cinch based company for the Black Legion. If you've seen other videos of mine, you know that I've run these. I ran them for a period of time using the Thousand Suns Codex. I enjoyed doing so. They did quite well. Majority of the models you see here featured then, but I've added a couple more since. Included another character or two because I only had the one Terminator sorcerer, so I used sorcerer from Abaddon's company as a second HQ, but since then I've added another eBay find, a Terminator librarian that can either be an independent HQ, or if this fella becomes a non-Terminator sorcerer, then he can be elevated to join the Unit 5 Terminator, so it becomes a Unit of 6. Just while on those, do another eBay find, and whoever assembled them managed to put the heavy weapon and the missile rack on the same model, but I've not actually fielded these yet, but I would just agree with my opponent that maybe the heavy weapon will be last to be removed, and if he was the last man standing, then his missile rack would be you know, out of missiles or something. Just whilst I'm over here, cultists, 2 different lots, the Chaos Cultist models, and again, my memory's shocking today, but whichever gang they are from Necromunda. So 2 squads of cinch following cultists, which, as I no longer have any, I don't think I did in the work in progress video, but a squad of those could easily move over to join the first 2 companies if I wanted some cultists. Another unit here that I've never fielded before is the Mutalithic Warp Beast. When I fielded to the cinch army as Thousand Suns, I did have the Mauler Fiend to flash out the points, and again you'll see from the numbers of rhinos here that when I fielded these, the squads of 9 either came in by magic, or they started off with rhinos to give them a bit more protection early on. Worked quite well. You know, 3 or 4 rhinos is a lot for, you know, an opponent to chew through to get to the men inside. I'd also run the Terminator Lord and one of the squads, or half a squad, that's right, I used to, because this is a squad of, say, Havocs, lose the heavy weapons, and it became a 5-man squad, and yeah, the Terminator and the 5-man squad would be being one of the Land Raiders there. So yeah, I enjoyed doing that. I do like the vehicles and stuff, so yeah, I'll do that again at some point. Haven't got around to it yet, but I've been trying to do a bigger battle using all of the support and the Walk Beast. Probably, you know, a 3,000 point game, but if I get around to doing that, yeah, that will be fun. Okay, that's enough of those. I'll put out the next models. Okay, here we have the Hounds of Abaddon, which are the corn worshipping company of the Black Legion. Again, if you watched the last video, you know that I was in some sort of quandary, as a lot of these were either my old miniatures, painted red for World Eaters, or they were eBay finds painted similar. Yeah, it'd be such a chore to paint them all black, but as we know from the fluff, Abaddon the Despoiler won't turn any willing and able Marine away. And if if I field these, and again, if you're watching this, you probably know that the World Eaters are about to get their own codex after Chaos Space Marines, maybe in this year, 2022, or early next year. So yeah, might be that they're better the colour they are, but some of the guys who were just, you know, black anyway, have got the Black Legion armour, red helmets, which is the look I was wanting to go for anyway. But you know, effectively only one squad poorly painted like that. The rest of them are all red. Again, you notice that maybe from the last video that I only had one HQ in Khan the Betrayer, so I've since added yeah, another one of those models off eBay from as Kraken. He's now a Khorne dedicated Lord Captain. Hasn't got a unit of his own because they're all neatly in squads of 8, except there's Khan and 7, obviously including the banner that's like a command squad, and he'll just be like a lone wolf as a HQ. Yeah, the Rhino, another eBay find, is the, you know, I'm not going to repaint that black, it's a Rhino dedicated to Khorne, and one of the squads will ride around in that. And as there is, well, don't know yet because we've not got the new codex, but as there's unlikely to be 2,000 points of purely Marines here, then, you know, the extra units and transports, and in particular the Defiler, which yeah, he's a Khorne worshipping Defiler anyway, so him added to the Hounds of Abaddon will boost the points, and if it's still shy of 2,000, a Predator or something would round it out. So yeah, not fielded these at all yet. Been waiting for the 9th edition codex, and it looks like I'll be waiting a lot longer because World Eaters are not going to be in there. Anyway, again, that's enough of those. I'll put the next models down. Okay, next unit on the table, next company is the Bringers of Decay, the Nurgle worshipping company. Again, I've fielded these using the Death Guard codex. Enjoyed doing so. I think they're surprisingly points heavy, so that even though I only had 4 squads of Marines and 3 characters, and then a couple of squads of the Plague Poxwalkers, I only think I fielded the zombies, i.e. the cultists of Nurgle, once, but no, the Poxwalkers were better as cheap units, but this lot definitely did need the support of Land Raider and Rhinos and Predators, but as I've said in previous videos, I didn't want to go out and buy Plague Burst Crawlers or Blight Haulers or lots of Death Guard specific units, because I wasn't entirely sure that I was comfortable with them going to what's a Black Legion army, but yeah, nothing to say it couldn't happen. It's just that when the 9th edition codex drops, I'm sure that there will be an elite choice so that you can field Plague Marines, but I very much doubt that, you know, Blight Haulers and Plague Mortars and all of that sort of thing will be in there. I don't even think the Fetid Blow Drone will be in the Codex Chaos Space Marines, but that was a model that was included in the box set. Memory shocking today, can't remember if it was Dark Vengeance or whichever one it was. So yeah, he's got a good run out and did quite well for me. Yeah, disgusting and resilient and all of that. And if they can get into combat with the plague weapons, you know, they can do some damage. But yeah, we'll see what the 9th edition Chaos Space Marines Codex allows me to field from this particular company, either as you know, a company on its own using the elite detachment, Vanguard detachment, I think it is. Anyway, so yeah, if that's a legal build, I'll use the codex to create a list, but I can always fall back to the Death Guard codex if and when I want to see these models in action again. Okay, enough on those. Time to put the last models down on the table. Okay, the last models are on the table. These are the Children of Torment, which are Slaanesh worshipping Black Legion troops. So this is a company that not fielded any of the models so far. I'm led to believe that they will be in the Codex Chaos Space Marines, but in the longer term, Emperor's Children may see their own codex. Such are the rumours at this moment in time. But I imagine that the Noise Marines and Slaanesh worshipping Space Marines will be in the codex, so I'll be able to field this as a company or units attached to the 1st or 2nd Black Legion companies. So I can field a squad of Noise Marines with the Blastmasters and Sonic weaponry. Yeah, you'll see from these that they've had a bit of paint on them since the last video, just to tone down a lot of the pink and purple, but some of it I've retained because, yeah, it's just a chore to get rid of. There's a unit there that still looks like they're Iron Warriors, which I will have picked up off eBay just as a few Curse Space Marines to flesh out the numbers to make every squad 6 man. The ubiquitous model of the Terminator Lord, so he can either be a Terminator Lord or a Sorcerer Lord with Slaneshi flavoured spells, if they are any good. We'll have to see. Oops, I had a bit of a incoming call to deal with there, so video got cut off. But yeah, so the Sorcerer Lord will either be a Lord of Slanesh or a Chaos worshipping Librarian of Slanesh, whatever the new rules and units allow. And I think he's actually supposed to be a Night Lord, but he's now a Slanesh Lord and or Sorcerer with wings on his helmet. So yeah, the other units in this support squad are the Slaneshi cultists, a couple of flamers picked up along the way. Again, these could be swapped into one of the first or second companies in order to add some cultic support to those if needs be when building a list. There's a Hellbrute that's now a Slaneshi Hellbrute that I think originally I had in the first company. Nice pink rhino, picked up off eBay. Not going to repaint that. And then there's a banner, so that if I'm playing what I do play now, Tempest of War, and it says to raise a banner, I stick that down, and that's what I'll do. I'm doing similar things for other armies and units as well, just as a reminder that there is a unit performing an action on raising a banner or deploying a teleport to home or whatever the secondary mission might be. So that's it. I'll just do a quick sweep now, and then I will add a few more minutes to this video, just going through a few fluffy bits or detailed bits that I've spotted as I've placed units out. So yeah, I'll come back with that. Hello. Okay, this is the second part of this video that I said I was going to come back to, but bearing in mind it's a new day and I can't remember what I said in the last one, and not really scripted what I'm going to say in this one, but I just wanted to add to the record of the army at this point in time, ahead of the Codex release, and yeah, just spend a little bit more time going through each of the units, so that yeah, this is them as of now. No doubt when the new models are released and following the Codex, I'll be tempted to add more units, but as of now, this is everything in the collection. Obviously I've got plenty of HQ choices that are in that first company that you can move over to other companies as and when I see fit, but yeah, just options. Standard Marines are going to be called Legionaries, which I quite like actually, because especially as they've just launched the Horus Heresy game, 2nd edition I think it is, with all the Legionaries in there. Yeah, these are Chaos Space Marines, and they never became chapters, they were all just legions that split up, divided, warbanded together, and yeah, this is a representation of that as well. So, obviously, Abaddon's company, it should be really easy to field in the new codex with 3 full tactical squads, as I'm still going to call them, but standard Space Marine or Legionary units, and then we've got fast attack, heavy support, and elites. So a few slots to fill out. Yeah, I'm liking them. Obviously, future plans. The gold on there. That unit's shoulder pads and detailing obviously shouts out now that a lot of it's been toned down out from the eBay finds. Might keep them, might not. Might just overwash them, dull it down. Not sure yet, but work in progress. Obviously the Kraken's unit. I've forgotten the elite, the Warp Talon hero's name again. Anyway, he can join his fast attack group. I've never played with him, so I don't know if his rules are as bad as people have said, but maybe we'll get a buff in the new codex. Maybe he won't be in the new codex, time will tell. And with this one we've got only 2 units of troops, because I think that the Chosen there are elites, and we've got Possessed and Greater Possessed, Havocs, Obliterators, so maybe that will need cultists to add in as a 3rd troop choice in the list if this company's going to be standalone. I think the other thing big to mention is that Traitor Guard are going to be a thing, so you'll be able to take units from the Imperial Guard Codex perhaps as Chaos Allies. We'll see how that works, but I'm sure that one or other of their units will be troops. But as we'll see in a minute, there are plenty of cultists that could be added to that company if it was going to be fielded as a standalone. Then obviously the Sinech following company, which I fielded as Thousand Suns using the Codex. Yeah, not much more to do with them really. Would like to play with them again, so I can use the Warp Beast. And also with the Armour of Contempt. I think that'll be quite interesting to see how they do, because despite the fact there are not very many Thousand Sun Codex specific units, they did perform quite well. They did hold their own against experienced opponents with properly honed tournament lists. So yeah, I enjoyed using those. Quite a lot of admin, particularly in the magic phase, obviously. So yeah, 1,000 tons. Sons of the Cyclops, actually. So yeah, enjoy using those. As I might have said earlier in the video, could be a good while before these see action, because I don't think World Eaters are going to be in the upcoming codex. They're going to get their own standalone supplement or book of their own at a later date. There might be an option to field legionaries with Mark of Corn. That might be a thing, but yeah, I'm not sure what formation they could be used as, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 squads of what would either be troops in maybe World Eaters force or elites in a Chaos Space Marine force. So yeah, it'd have to be a couple of Vanguard detachments or something, but I'd have to bring in another HQ perhaps, because we've got Khan, we've got this Khorne dedicated lord, but depending on what's allowable in the codex or the supplement, I could bring in another lord or a master of executions maybe, or sort of something of that ilk. Yeah, the time will tell. Brings of Decay, which again I'd fielded as Death Guard. Was surprised when I laid them out, surprised again at how small a force it actually is compared to the others. You know, four units of Marines, 3 characters and Poxwalkers. But when I did field, and the a bloke drone, but when I did field them, they always had the Land Raider and at least 2 or 3 Rhinos or a Predator to get it to the 2,000 points. But again, an army I enjoyed playing, and hope to again with the Armour of Contempt this time round, and see how they do. And then we've got the Emperor's Children warband. Who, forgive me, they're not Emperor's Children. They're I've completely forgotten. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Rumours are that they will get a codex maybe in 10th edition, so they should appear in the 9th edition codex, but similar to the Khorne worshipping units, there's I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squads of what are noise marines, unless there are 3 squads of, so the front 2 have got bolters, there might be 2 squads of legionaries, and then there's 2 squads there of noise marines, another squad of legionaries, and then some cultists, Hellbrew, Rhino. Looks like it would be shy of 2,000 points, but add in a Rhino or 2 or a Predator, and yeah, we'll probably get to the level. Or as we don't know yet, but if the current codex from 8th edition doesn't go by, then you know the obliterators could be brought across and added into accompany this company, and make a decent list. Okay. Yeah. I'd say the purpose of this tail on section was just to do an extra sweep or 2 record of the units as they are, so that as I expand, add to this lot. Yeah. certainly space on the table to have things. Yeah, maybe in 12 months or 18 months I'll do this again and see where it's at. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye.